there friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle for those of you who are brand new around here, and I love to talk all about affordable living and intentional homemaking. And today on the channel I am doing sort of a part 2 from a video I did about 2 months ago now, just showing you all of my favorite thrift finds and how I have styled them over the years. So this is a fun little compilation of some of my favorite decorating videos and how I've put together some of my absolutely favorite thrift finds. So starting here on this fun tiered tray in my kitchen, I actually grabbed this tiered tray from, I believe it was Home Goods, probably about 10 years ago now, and I love it. It is the perfect size and it is great to decorate for all of the different seasons. And this particular decorating series I did last summer, which is why I have all of my red, white, and blue. I did it for the 4th of July last year, and I absolutely love how all of these pieces came together. All of the teacups were thrifted or gifted to me. I loved the gorgeous transferware of the red and the blue. It really gave it such a fun flair for the 4th of July and all of the summer months. And then I also thrifted these beautiful pottery mugs that you can see in the background. They were $1 each and they were just so fun and sweet. Now that they're not on my tiered tray, we actually have them in our cabinet, and I love to use them on a regular basis to drink my coffee. And some of the other things on here, the dishes and the pitcher, all thrifted. I love how this entire tiered tray came together. And I actually like to move a lot of these pieces. So when I use them for one season, once I'm done, I can then move them to a new area and decorate with them somewhere else. All together, all of these pieces that I thrifted on this tray cost me less than $10 to do this entire beautiful tray. And I am so in love with how it all came together. So moving out to my dining room, I have this hutch, and I love this hutch. I've talked about it a ton of times on this channel, but I grabbed it absolutely for free on Facebook Marketplace. Never sleep on Facebook Marketplace. They have some amazing deals there. And I thrifted both this dough bowl at a local farmer's market, which I never even knew you could thrift things at farmer's market, but there was a nice thrift stand at the farmer's market, which I thought was so neat. And I grabbed a bunch of my thrifted books that I have found over the years, as well as this gorgeous yellow floral flower vase that I also thrifted I think it was last summer. I just love the bright sunny colors for summertime. This again I did last summer. I do believe that this was last summer's decorative space, and I love how all of these pieces really play off of each other, some of the natural tones, but the bright yellow vase really gives it some life. I love the colors of the old books. I really enjoy thrifting old books. I feel like they add so much warmth to a space and really fill out this hutch space beautifully without using just dishware. Swinging over to the other side of our dining room, I have this beautiful Highboy that again I thrifted at Habitat for Humanity. I got it for, I think it was $60, and I love it. I originally got it when I used to have my candle business, but once we shut down our Christmas market, I moved it into the house, and I've loved it here ever since. It's great for holding serving plates and tablecloths and so many different things. So I love having different pieces of furniture that you wouldn't normally see in a dining room put together in different spaces. I think that's so fun. I think that's such a fun look. We also have a dresser in our living room, which is where our TV sits, and I love using pieces of furniture that you wouldn't normally see in a specific space and kind of mix and matching it up into something new and different and decorative. Now, as I'm putting together this tray, I am again using some thrifted books as risers. Thrifted books are the perfect riser situation. Not only do they add, again, that warmth and texture to a space, but they give everything a great lift, and you can kind of put a bunch of books up or do as little or as much as you want. And then I also have a few thrifted candlesticks as well as thrifted terracotta pots. I have been loving thrifting brass candlesticks lately, so I have a ton of them throughout the house, and I love to mix and match and move them sort of all over. It makes a space look so warm and cozy. This was my spring look this past year, and I love how this entire little tray area came together. So moving over to my dining table, I believe this was also spring of this year. I put on my favorite tablecloth. I use this a lot in my decorating because it's my favorite tablecloth, although I have been expanding with some new tablecloths. So there are a couple of different designs that I actually want to do with my table, probably later in the summer and definitely in the fall, and just play with a whole bunch of different ideas. But I love this tablecloth. It was not a thrift find. She was quite expensive at a local garden shop, but I really love the warm neutral colors on the tablecloth. I think that it really adds some nice pizzazz to our spring table. And then I decided to use this beautiful wicker basket that I had thrifted a while ago. I think that I thrifted this maybe a year or so ago. I originally had it up in my bedroom, but since then she has moved all over the house for different decorative spaces, and I really truly love this basket. I love this picture that I'm putting into the basket right now. My mother thrifted that, and it was a Christmas present from her. I truly love it. It's so beautiful, and it adds a nice amount of texture to the space. I've really been into different types of like pottery lately, all sorts of different crocks and beautiful pictures and whatnot that have some lovely handcrafted ness to them. They really just add so much to a space, and I really enjoy taking crocks that I find when I'm thrifting and throwing plants in them. I think that it adds such a nice, cozy, homey style to the plants. So on the table next to the picture of flowers, I also have a crock with a plant that we got at the grocery store, and it has been living its beautiful, lovely life in this space for the entire spring and now into the summer season, and it adds a lot of depth to this entire area. So I believe this was a thrifted area that I put together maybe last spring. So as you walk into our home, there is a radiator. We have a ton of radiators in our house because our house was built in 1913, and they are perfect for making little beautiful decorative vignettes on them. It is super fun and easy to do. And this was just a very simple one that I did last year. I thrifted this gorgeous metal watering can several years ago. I think I got it at a flea market, I believe, and it only cost me $10, and there were actually dried flowers in it when I bought it, which I thought was so lovely. I had the dried flowers in there for a really long time, and then they just started kind of molting over on everything, so I eventually moved them out and refilled the watering can with some faux flowers that I truly love. This watering can I actually believe is out in my porch right now. So like I said, what I love about thrifting things is you can kind of move them around. They don't have to stay in the same space year after year, and you can really get some fun looks in different locations. And kind of giving you that idea of having fun looks and switching things up, I wanted to show you this radiator done up in a different season. I thrifted this basket last year, and I thought the warm brown colored would be absolutely gorgeous in the fall time. So this is a fall basket or a fall vignette that I'm putting together. I took the basket, the blanket that I have laying in the basket I actually grabbed from Amazon. I can link it below if you are interested in it, but I loved how it looked just pouring out of the basket. it, so beautiful. And I had this gorgeous pumpkin that I also thrifted a couple of years ago now. It was only $1, and I love finding beautiful pieces like that I can use year after year that really give you a very fun neutral fall look without feeling incredibly heavy and very overly done. Sometimes I want to hint at a season without being super crazy with, big things of pumpkins. I do have a ton of big pumpkins, but I thought this was fun to kind of hint at the season without going overboard with all of the decor. I thrifted this frame as well as the beautiful brown planter, and I decided to use both faux florals and real florals in this design. Because it was fall, I wanted to go very heavy with my colors, a lot darker than I would normally decorate, and I feel like this came together so beautifully. I like to really play with different colors in different seasons, and that's the fun thing I find about decorating, is that you can mix and match your space. It can go so beautifully with the season. It doesn't have to be like hello fall on a word sign or something like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it gives you the feel of fall through the textures and the colors, just as beautiful as if you were to be outside in the lovely fall weather. This next piece that I thrifted, I absolutely love. Not only that I thrifted this piece, but what I did when I transformed it. I did this video last summer where I got this gorgeous nightstand from Goodwill. It was $19.99 when I purchased it. I did that whole oven spray stripping of the wood. It came out so lovely. I really enjoy the color. I didn't put anything over top of it. I just left it as the raw wood. I might change that in the future, we'll see, but I'm really loving how it looks right now. I'll link that video below. It's actually a very popular video, and I'm really enjoying the light color of the wood. It's something very different. A lot of the furniture in our house is a lot darker, so it's fun to have something that's a different color, a different style as of right now. And I really enjoyed how this had the drawer at the bottom and a big open space in the middle. I have since filled it with a bunch of books. I love to read at night before bed, so it's so lovely to be able to grab a book off of the little shelf here and take some time for myself to relax in bed at nighttime. And then to move on to the very last area of the house that I'm going to be showing, this is again from summer last year, my summer front porch decorate with me video. I wanted to take some time to plant up a bunch of plants that I grabbed from our local nursery. And then once we had gotten all of these plants, my husband actually had found a yard sale where they were literally giving away these pots. We got, I want to say, the better part of 20 or 30 terracotta pots for about $7. They were truly just giving them away, and we were very excited to get them all. I love being able to plant up a whole bunch of plants in the summertime and just having them cascading down our front steps. It adds such a fun, beautiful look to our home in the summertime. And the table that you saw that I had put the plants on to begin with, that was also thrifted. We got that for $5 at a yard sale several years ago. And it's the perfect little table. At the time that I did this video, I used to use it to have a bunch of plants on. Now it is currently located in the center of two of our chairs. It's the perfect spot to place our coffee cups on when we are drinking coffee in the morning or having a glass of water in the afternoon and just kind of relaxing on the porch. I love having finds like these. They're absolutely beautiful, and I've gotten so much use out of them. So thank you guys so much for watching watching today's video. I absolutely appreciate it. If you are brand new around here, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I really enjoy having new subscribers and being able to chat with you guys. Definitely leave a comment and give this video a thumbs up. It helps my channel to grow and it helps me to get to meet more people like you and give you some fun ideas for what you can do with thrifted items in your home. So have a wonderful week, my friends. I can't wait to see you next Sunday for a brand new video. I'll talk to you then. Bye.